right, everybody. Sorry, I am late for my live, but for those that are watching this now, I'm going to go in here and That's awesome. I love when I have it open on my own YouTube channel and then it starts playing in the background. All right. I wanted to let everybody know I'm so grateful to be here for one quick last 5 tipper. And what I mean by that is there's still no information. So we do not know with 100% certainty exactly what IRCC is going to do. We don't have their instructions. They haven't released any specific information. They have been very tight-lipped, and obviously everybody's just waiting. And so people are thinking to themselves, well, what do I need to do to prepare? Like, how can I give myself the greatest chance, the greatest opportunity at qualifying through this program? What can I do? What do I need to do? So what I wanted to do very quickly, because I have my masterclass for my DIY course that's starting at 7, 5 quick tips that are very practical that will help to increase your chances. Now I want to lay the stage. I want to set the stage for everybody. You have to realize that this is not a lottery like the H1B. This isn't a case where everybody has a year to submit their information and then immigration is going to just draw out of a hat 10,000 people. No. This is going to be a freaking crazy frenzy, race to file. And the people that have their acts together, they have things organized, they're ready to go, and they're really ready for anything because let's face it, they've given us no direction to really get a good, clear idea what's going to happen. The people that are as prepared as possible, that are as knowledgeable as possible, are going to be able to adapt to whatever they throw at us. And personally, I think the instructions are probably going to come out on Saturday. At least that seems to be the pattern, now that they haven't done it to this stage. But yes, so at 7 and 15 minutes, I'm going to be sliding over to the masterclass, and there is still time to join because I still haven't been able to finalize anything, but there is loads of content, loads of information in there, tips on how to complete the forms, walkthroughs on the forms that could potentially be whether through a portal or through a PDF, as well as documents. So it's all in there. All right, let's jump to my top 5 tips right now. Without further ado, if I had a drum roll, I would maybe do that. Let's see, what, I have a bike horn? Oh, well, I guess I better turn my sound on so that you guys can actually hear what I'm doing here. I need to have some kind of a transition. Okay, that wasn't quite the transition, but it'll work. Who cares? Let's slide over here and let's take a look at the basically at my top 5 tips. Okay, so number 1 on the list, you guys, is simply this: get your information sorted out. Okay, you know, and anyone who's looked into this knows that there are certain things they're going to ask and certain things that they're not going to worry about. Your address history, your travel histories, all those kinds of things, get those sorted out. So whether it's completing, and I highly recommend that you do the 1285 form for, applying for a work permit outside of Canada for you. And if you have a spouse, go get that completed, have it ready to go. Remember, you're not signing that sucker. If it's really through the IRCC secure account, and I know I'm talking in code, if some of you are watching this for the first time, if it's one of the options, it could be an upload of a PDF form. So go take a look at the work permit requirements for Canada, pull up the forms that you can see there and complete them in advance. You may never need them, but it will force you to think about all of the information that is also going to be asked in whatever portal they push you to. So if it's the IRCC portal, which personally, I'll tell you guys, I think that's where it is. And I'm just going to slide over here to my generic screen and I'm going to show you something. This is what popped up on my screen today. Oh, it's too big. You guys can see it. There were issues submitting your form. User information could not be found. Please try again later. Well, this screen right here and what's being pulled up right here on the screen is the IRCC portal. And so this image that's on here is the message when you try to log in. Well, why would the thing be down? I know my username wasn't wrong, you guys. And so I think they're getting it set up. I believe it's there. Okay. And that's just one more piece of information. Now, another little quick tip, get your information sorted out. Okay. We know that it's going to be a race to file. So get all of the information that you can that is going to take you a long time to type it out, put it in a Word document so you can copy it and paste it as quickly as possible into the fields that are in the online form if that's what they require of you. Okay, so that's number 1. That's the first tip. And yes, there are others, and here they come. Next, keep your documents under 2 megabytes. So the one portal, the IRCC portal, requires a maximum file size of 2 megabytes. If it's the IRCC secure account or the GC key, it allows for 4 megabytes, but I'm not going to take that chance. So whatever the documents that you're planning on uploading, make sure that you have all of those documents under 2 megabytes. There's nothing worse than having a document that's 2.1 and then trying to upload it, and then it's saying, sorry, file size has exceeded the maximum amount. And then you have to scramble to, I love PDF, which is a great online tool for shrinking file sizes down. Or Adobe, if you've got Adobe Acrobat, which is freaking expensive, but hey, we use it in the firm because it's good. And Adobe is what IRCC uses for their forms. So whatever it is, make sure all of them are shrunk down tiny, okay? And the smaller they are, you must make sure that they're still legible, that they can visually see them, and that the image is not too distorted and pixelated because you've downsampled it and you've shrunk it down too much, okay? So make sure they're clear, but the smaller the file size, guess what? The faster it uploads. Zip, 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 zip. Okay. All right. Number 3 on the list is find a buddy to help you. What I mean by that is this is going to be a race. Those of you who have spouses looking over your shoulder helping you are going to have a huge advantage in this situation, because as an individual, when you're racing, you are going to miss things. You're going to upload the wrong document. I've seen it. Oh my goodness. So many times in the 2021 TR to PR frenzy. Oh my goodness, so many people, I uploaded the wrong form. What do I do? Well, for many of them, it was like happy trails, no second chance. And with this, I don't think there's going to be a second chance either. So get a buddy there who can watch and help you to check as you're typing things in, so you don't have to go back and double check. They can verify instantly. Bam, 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 bam. Remember, this is a race. It is a literal race. So get a buddy. Do not do this on your own. Get someone who can look over your shoulder, watch as you're typing, match it up so that you don't have to keep going back and double checking, right? Because there's literally not going to be time for you to complete, if it's the IRCC portal, all of this sequential information in this long online web form. There isn't going to be time to go back through and check or make changes. You need to get it right the first time, and a buddy can help you to figure that out. Okay, next on my list here is have a backup in case your internet goes down, okay? Now, I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Because what if the power goes out? What if your internet provider glitches out? So you need to have a backup in case your internet goes down. So I have one client. I only took one. Great guy, great family. Oh, his daughters were so cute in the background, peeking around the corner when I was having a live discussion with him today over Zoom. Just a great family. So excited to help them. But guess what we are going to have in place? Well, him. We're going to have his spouse there. I'm going to be on the other side of the YouTube myself. And we're also going to have Igor on the other side as well, connected into Zoom. So we have like 4 people connected into the Zoom call and going through. So if any one person drops off and they say, oh no, it's dropped off, then the other person will be able to quickly log in and continue forward until the internet comes back for the other person. So we're going to have multiple people. So one little crazy tip is to have a friend connected in with you, or someone else, your next door neighbor, whatever. Because let's face it, if your internet goes down, well, your next door neighbor's internet's probably going to go down too if yours does. But the reality is you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that you have a backup plan. That's close. Okay. Or maybe you've got your phone ready with your data on your phone to sling to your computer in case your hard line, broadband goes down. Okay. So that's number 4. And number 5, I think if you guys haven't heard me talk already, well, I'm going to finish it off. Number 5, which probably, as far as I'm concerned, should be number 1, is my DIY course. And I can tell you guys that this course and the master classes, I'm still 2 hours from 7 to 9. Tomorrow night, it'll be 9 to 11. And Saturday, I'll probably go live a couple times in Saturday in that course the moment we get information set up. And then in the evening, I'm going to do another live to wrap everything up and give everybody one last opportunity to get questions answered and to get ready for the big Sunday frenzy. And if those of you haven't seen, the link is in the description below. I'm just going to pull it up here so I can show you guys what it is. And I want to give a big shout out to all of my awesome students last night who took the time to, and let me slide over here and see if I can get this loaded up for you guys, who took the time to give me a little bit of positive feedback. I said, hey, if you could tell other people what your experiences were taking the course, and here's the cart right here, just post it in the comments. And they were so kind. Just a whole bunch of people posted, and I just pulled out the best ones and I tossed them in here. So Leon, 10 out of 10. Sohail's in there, 100% worth the money. Shrikant, I'll consult you for PR if I get through. Absolutely, Shrikant. I'm excited to be your immigration attorney. And then Pavan, thank you, Mark. Sessions are really useful. Great future. Get this class for a great future. Mitab, that's awesome. And then Amarjeet, great visiting with you in person today, my friend. Thank you, Mark. Sessions are really helpful. And then we've got a bunch of other ones. Pavan, thank you. Sessions are really helpful. Did I duplicate that? I did. Hey, it's crazy frenzy here. Diraj, I had a little bit of information about Canadian immigration forms, but I have received so much more knowledge here because of your experience. Traveling Soldier, this course is very useful. Vignesh, thank you, Mark. These sessions are really helpful. NBP says very, very valuable. Recommend it. And I love Sarab. I had to put him on here. I envy your commitment. So awesome. It's a fantastic group. Just slide in here. There's still plenty of time to connect. You still have access to all of the material that's already been released as we've done our master classes and we've talked about all this stuff. And yeah, it's fantastic. And the best part about this is the crowdsourcing of knowledge, information, experience. Yes, as an immigration lawyer, I get the Canadian immigration system. As a former immigration officer, I get how the officers think, right? But you guys are super smart, super savvy, tech savvy in ways that I never could be, who have great suggestions on doing things faster, expediting how we upload, organizational tips that are even beyond me. And we all share that in our community group. It's fantastic. So hopefully this was helpful. Once I'll do a quick little jump through once again of the top 5 tips. 1, get your information sorted out now, the information that you have to fill in. 2, keep your documents under 2 megabytes. And of course, make sure you have the right documents. 3, get a buddy to help you. 4, have a backup in case your internet goes down. And 5, subscribe to my DIY course. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, just click on the link below, join, you'll be added to the group, and I'll see you there. We're going to be going for 2 more hours. Take care, everybody.